Hey guys, Jessabot with the Alliance War versus Bad Robots Incorporated. Um, yeah, good, solid squad. Definitely a top 20 team, I believe. Probably off on that be really strong. Not much I do know, so a lot stronger than most of the folks that we see. So how I do these is I'll basically just do one replay for your base 1 and 2, and then I will get in a couple um, for uh, 3 through 5 each, and I just kind of speed through to make it a little bit faster. So here's how S7 just went and did it. So because for the base 1 and 2 we generally have, it almost doesn't matter what the layout is. We can generally, the bots we kind of have overpower. I actually lost on this B1. I brought in an all 3-star team that got and didn't do so well. So for my first one, and so that was B1. Let's go find a B2. I'm just going to use S7 again. Definitely for B4 and B5, it's Farrell's. This is Farrell's War. Farrell has an awesome B4 replay that I just loved. So here, and what I did on this one is I just scourged this side and walked up. Let's see what S7 does. Yeah, more or less the same thing. You can miss half of this base. So Rottles, you might want to change the layout because you can miss half of it pretty easy. So 2 of those guys won't even make a difference, and all your walls are gone. So then it just kind of becomes a straight mono on mono. And that's kind of how I did it in a way. But I scourged right here, and then they just all came. So that's B2. Models. Alright, so since S7's right here, make it rather convenient. Let's see what B3. I guess I should start showing wars on this. Someone mentioned that, so I'll start showing, what the score is, or start showing some of the scores in these wars. I don't show scores normally. I'm just out for your replays mainly, to show you guys and give you guys some tips on how guys are attacking. This is, just kind of your standard gunner walk up, and Starscream. So I jet to kind of take things out, and walked. I didn't, oh guts, I didn't like this base layout for the main reason is you allow this to be taken out with very little damage. Then you have a wall right here where the healers can heal up the bots, and you don't, in your space here, you basically don't use your outpost bots. They're kind of clear of anyone damaging them. Like, they can fight right here and no lasers are on them or anything. So I would really change up this layout more than other layouts that I see. It's very simple to overpower. I don't know what your thinking was on making it, but it's very easy to. You're going to sustain a little damage at bottom, but your healers are just going to heal it up so fast that it doesn't do much. Okay, let me see. B3. Let's get Wong for B3. See what Wong did. Next, I kind of did the same thing. As long as, if you have 2 healers, your team pretty much gets refreshed. and then goes up, and then it takes one of these, and then it's just down to these two with no mortar and those because they've been taken out. And I think everyone pretty much feels the same way. As soon as 2 healers are deployed on this base, they really get to heal them up. And it's not like 6 guns are on these gunners. So everyone's doing the same thing. And now they're on fire, that's great, but these healers are now really going to be able to go to town. He just bombed that. Just takes it back there. Bam, bam, bam. Done. So that was B3. I would highly recommend changing up that layout. All right. We'll do S. Oh, we did S7 a bunch. Let's go find the replay, which is Ferals. Love this one, but mine's a little lower. Do I have my B4 here? Ferals is the almighty. The reason I'm using my replay on this one is because I want to show that I did it maybe a little different as I scourged a path. And yeah, but Ferals is the replay. It's top 10 replay of the year. I loved it. We'll get there next. Ferals, my boy. Alright, so what I did was I cleared that, and then, because I wanted Scourge to be able to take that. So what I did was I shot that up, so I didn't use any of his missiles on that. And then, so I clear out one side, which makes Galv just kind of even walk up. Then I can one-shot the mortars with my tanks. And then I just rush over to that, or I pull to the side. I think there's a difference in rushing and pulling. How I see that as different is basically it's kind of keeping them over to one side, rushing, just kind of pulling and directing up and getting everything. They're kind of the same thing, but usually I'll do pulls. Sometimes I'll rush, but the pull to kind of get everyone, just keeping them on one side as opposed to walking over to the other. And then it just overpower. So Rookie's G980 Megs can be used to just keep everyone on one side, and then it's pretty much, they won't trigger, you know, all of your outposts, and they can get to that base and just overpower it and get to the HQ. So let's see Ferals. It took a long time to load there. I'm starting to think it wasn't going to load. Alright. Way down here. Alright. This one's great. Okay. I won't spoil what's going to happen just to make this a fun one to watch. Alright, so Feral's going to come up, and I'm going to slow this down a bit. And Gallus doesn't go with him. So Galvey stays behind and decides to do his own thing, and at this point, I'm sure he's thinking, I am Galvey, what the fuck are you doing? So, basically, it just turns into everyone fighting Hotspot. Hotspot's he's my ultra nemesis. That guy will not go down at all. So Megs pulls up again, and Galvey decides to, I'm really not digging you guys. I think I'm going to chill here still. Make sure every wall and every storage unit back here is good. I swear this is where the AI does funny stuff. So right now he's pissed at Galvey. He has a chance. Things could get bad. And then, bam! He roasts Strafe. I love that. He just takes that guy right out. Went from 0 to hero really, really fast because Strafe could have gotten in there and because all those guys had low health, and Strafe, he could have done some damage in that meantime, but it probably still would have won. But oh my gosh, that was funny. So as soon as I saw that, I just definitely wasn't expecting it. So that's B4. Rookies. All right, B5. Let's get. We used 3 for S7, so let's see. Let's do Dark Sidious. Oh wait, this is a Devastator one. Never mind. Yeah, I tried to get replays without Devastator in there because I mainly want to show bots against the base. Unless it's the top 5 squad, then we'll have all Devastators. But let's skip this one and go back. And I guess I'll do Feral. Let's get Feral's B5. Alright, so now the pathing got Feral, but he eventually got it. That little wall area. It was hard to get through. I think this was the same thing for me. Is like I think this kind of was the same base setup as B4, as Rookies did his. If you keep them to one side, you can use Megs to keep to one side, and you really allow the healers right here. You try to stop the rush through right here, but it really allows the healers to heal up, and whatever damage they took here, it negates whatever weapons you have down here. That's the problem with it. And then just like he's going to do, he just clears out and then just pulls these guys right up the side. Shock decides to stay there and do some wall love, but he's not going to even need them. So they're at this, and then once they take him out here, it's kind of easy pickings on that. And they just destroy it. So mine's right before Feral's looking. I did the same thing. It's kind of a mix. Pull, keep them to the side. Rush is more like around things to, get them around walls and pull, kind of pull them all up and rush around something. This is more of a Megs pull. Alright, see what I did here really quick. I'm just gonna, use my gunners to one shot, and I brought basically a team because they're not going to be. So what I did was I gunnered those 2 mortars, then I used MM to take out both of those missile launchers, and then I'm pretty much going to avoid Nas too fast. That's his problem. And then you had the mines at the right place because it stopped this pull right here. So they're going to fight for a second, but then I just pull them right up, and we're going to miss all this stuff down here. And then, yeah, and then, yeah, there's a ton of health, and everyone's happy, and, yeah, there wasn't much damage to those guys. We used Hook to heal everyone up. Let's get in S7s really quick so you can get in one more replay since it's right up top and right here. And let's see how S7 did. Hopefully it's a little different because mine and Farrell's were very, very similar. So when you use Mixmaster, because Mixmaster can take all 3 out, so yeah, you pretty much you can just bomb all of this. So then decides to pop the outposts, and all the guys get stuck, but then uses Mixie again. So they all get caught right there, which is exactly what you want, kinda. And then they all come out, and then they're just going to start clearing stuff, and this definitely became a close call. Oh, S7 didn't win? That's not right, because S7 had a perfect score, so that replay is wrong. Okay, S7, well, in another world you lost. Because let's go check out real quick. We'll check out the alliance score or leaderboard, and yeah, you're right there. So that's really weird, but we all know that thing where they have the replays that don't replay correctly because it's just data, so that it plays out differently sometimes. But anyway, that's the alliance score with Bad Robot. Good, strong bases. Need to change up that 3rd one, but you can see the weaknesses in the 4 and 5, so I want to shift up a little bit. But other than that, good war, guys.